Today, we're going to be doing supported chair. Again, just get yourself set up. Make sure you have a chair that does not have rollers, a stable place to put your chair, somewhere where it's not going to move because we're going to use this chair as support today. Please like, comment, share the joys of chair yoga. Chair yoga can be done. Everyone has a chair. It can be done anywhere at any time. It gives us that support. It's for everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hi guys, my name is Jennifer. I am representing Living Balance Studio, and I'm so excited to bring you guys supported chair today. Most important thing, you guys are at home. I cannot see you. I do not know what's going on in your bodies. You need to listen to your bodies. I am here to guide you through a practice, but understand it is your responsibility to know what your body can do. So please listen to your body. Take responsibility. If anything that I guide you to do, you say and you know that you cannot do, please do not do. Again, it is your responsibility. I am, again, so excited to be here today. So guys, what we're going to do today is a little bit different than if you joined me on Saturday. Saturday was my first class that I did for you guys. It was a chair class. We stayed in the chair the entire time. In a regular yoga practice, a lot of times we use blankets, blocks, bolsters, and straps as support. Today we are going to see how the chair can be support. A lot of times we don't like to accept support, but it's there for us. It helps us. So in a practice that some people may feel that they can't do. I remember as myself becoming a yoga instructor, I thought I can't be a yoga instructor because I can't do X, Y, and Z. We hold ourselves back. But when we take that support, either in a regular yoga class, we have the blocks to help bring the floor closer to us. This is where the chair can help us with balance. If you have a regular active yoga practice, the chair can help you get a little bit deeper. Maybe work a little bit on your form, because when we take away and have to focus on the balance, if we have any injuries or any areas that we know that we struggle with, a lot of times when we take away that support, we find ourselves leaning on to those stronger areas in our body. So today, using the chair for support really allows us to really get maybe a little bit deeper, but again, it may allow you to get into poses that you maybe normally thought that you couldn't do. So what I want you guys to do is come to the edge of your chair. We're first going to start, we're going to warm up in the chair, try to get the body moving, try a couple of poses that we did on Saturday, and then we're going to come standing and we're going to use the chair for support. With that being said, we will move the chair throughout our practice just to give us a little bit of movement to allow ourselves to use that chair as support, kind of like how you would move a block in a practice. So again, let's come to the edge of our chair, find those sits bones. The knees are lined up with the ankles. We do a little tuck in the tail, squeeze the butt cheeks, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Let's place our hands on our thighs and close the eyes. It's Wednesday, we've made it midweek. Just enjoy here. Maybe you've gotten up, maybe you're in your PJs still, but just enjoy sitting here. Bringing in all the awareness around you, feeling the support, feeling the energy of your breath. Just take it all in. Feel with each breath the chest rise and fall, bringing the breath even deeper into the belly. Feel your heart smile, maybe a nice smile across the face. The eyes are soft. And then take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Biggest breath you can get. Open the mouth. Biggest inhale. One more. And swallow, relax the jaw. Finding, depending on your allergies, my allergies are acting up today. Maybe an inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, finding your rhythm, your flow. Maybe you need to breathe through the mouth. Whatever allows you to breathe. The most important thing about yoga, even if you just sat here with your eyes closed through the entire practice right here, and we're breathing, you're doing yoga. Feeling the gentle pressure as you press your hands gently into the thighs. Finding your rhythm, your breath. Bring your hands to heart center. Your eyes can remain closed or you can blink them open. Take an inhale, exhale, dropping your head to the right. Breathing here. And then coming back up. Dropping your head to the left. Breathing here. And coming back up. Turning the head to the right. And coming back to center. Turn the head to the left. And coming back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Circle the arms back around. 2 more times. Inhale, reach the arms up and circle them back around. 1 more time. Inhale, reach the arms up and circle them back around. Interlace the hands, round the back, press the palms away, looking down at that belly button, and then bring the hands back to heart center. Finding that nice cat back. So take an inhale, exhale, round, and coming back. 1 more time, exhale, round, and coming back. Take a moment here, reach the arms up, and then bring your hands behind you, maybe squeezing a hold of the chair, coming into that cow position, maybe looking up at the ceiling, and then bringing your hands back and rounding. 2 more times, reach seated cat and cow, squeezing those shoulder blades, lifting the heart, and round. Last time. Open and round. Reach the arms up and floating them down. Take the right arm, reach it up. Now, when you reach that arm, set the shoulder away from the ear. Begin to feel the postural muscles engage, those lower trapezius muscles. Grounding both sits bones on the mat, hinging over to your left side and coming back up. Lift your left arm up. Again, setting the shoulder away from the ear, reaching over and floating back up. Take your right arm again, reach it up, roll the shoulder, work on that rotation. So you're going to rotate first and placing the hand on the outside of the knee. If you notice that my head is staying lined up with my sternum, then I'm going to grab a hold of the back of my chair, maybe rotate a little bit more. Maybe I want to incorporate my neck now and twisting here. Take a breath. First, bring yourself back and windmill the arm around. Take and lift the left arm up. Roll the shoulder down and back. Rotate, placing the hand. Again, lifting. Take your back right hand. Maybe it grabs a hold and you rotate and twist a little bit more. Again, just warming up the body. Seeing where you're at today. And then coming back and windmilling around. Beautiful job. Take a couple of deep breaths. I know I can't see you guys, but I know you're doing a great job. Slowly coming down. Okay, making sure you haven't lost that nice connection, that good navel to spine connection. Making sure that we're getting that lower trapezius muscles to keep us nice and tall, those good postural muscles. Because a lot of times we like to do this as we're typing, so we want to get that nice, strong postural stance, even though we're sitting in our chair. Take a moment here, get those breaths. We're going to work on just having a little bit of lift in our heels. So we're going to come into some little heel raises, just lifting up. Just keep that movement going. We're going to start working because we're going to be standing some today. So we want to get some movement really getting going in our legs. So when we get up and we get standing. And pause. Interlace your hands behind the right leg. Notice if you crumple forward. You want, again, that nice straight postural back, navel to spine connection, because you're going to bring your knee to your belly. So when you exhale, it's going to come in, and then you're going to inhale down. Let's do that 2 more times. Come in and down. Last time, come in, hold, and then you want to point, flex, bend. Get that movement going. We're getting all the movements going in our joints. We're seeing where we're at today. I can tell, I think it's going to rain today. And then we pause here. Keeping a good core engagement. Holding on to the knee, then placing your left hand on your thigh. We're going to open the hip and close. Open and close. Again, we want to get those movements going. Breathing. And then the next time we come back, we're going to lift and come into that nice figure 4. I can tell I am super tight today, but we're breathing, we're listening to our body, and having a good time. The most important thing is to have a good time, because community, laughter, exercise, and just being here, doing something, moving, you're doing something for yourself and you're taking care of yourself. Okay, let's do this on the other side. Lift up and return. So again, you're nice and stable. Always find yourself back to a starting point. We're going to interlace the hands. We're going to lift. We exhale, come up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, come up. Inhale, come down. Again, exhale, come up. And inhale, come down. Bring yourself back up. And then we point, flex, bend. Point, flex, bend. And point, flex, bend. The next time we bend the knee, we want to make sure we're up nice and tall, holding on to that knee. We're going to open and close. Open and close. And open and close. Find that good stability and then come up. I hope you guys cannot hear all the crunching and popping that is going on right now in my joints. I'll go ahead and tell you guys, everything is crunching. It sounds like Rice Krispies are in my knees and pops going on. Breathing here. Pausing. So on Saturday, we did a lot of these slower movements. But again, like I said, we want to get ourselves up today. We want to get ourselves building a little bit of heat, learning how the chair can really support us in our practice. And then coming up, bringing it down. So we're going to come first, opening the hips a little bit. So we're going to come into our modified goddess pose. So right now, my heels and my legs are lining up at the front of the chair. We're going to turn the toes out and the heels are going to come in. So if you notice, I'm not coming into this super wide position. We're just here in this modified position to get that feeling of tucking the tail, bringing the hands to heart center. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up, bringing the hands back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring them back. One more time. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, coming back. Bring and float the hands down in front. Reaching up that right hand, bring it up and over. Open the heart. Again, the shoulder comes away from the ear, breathing here. You can have your head neutral, maybe look up, taking one more breath, and then use the side body to bring you back up. Let's bring the left arm. Breathing here. And coming back up. Beautiful job, guys. Place your hands on your thighs, finding those seated cat-cows in this wide position. So you roll the shoulders, lifting the heart. Exhale, rounding. Feel that navel to spine connection. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful job. Coming up and then bringing the legs together. We're going to come through our modified chair warrior series so you understand kind of where the body needs to be. So when we're standing up, if you find that it becomes too challenging and your body needs to come back to the chair, you will know where to return. So you'll know where to find that support. So I'm going to have you rotate to the right side of your chair. As we rotate to the right side of your chair, we're going to be opening up the right hip. So you're going to open that hip up. You've got that nice 90-degree bend. You're feeling the knee pressing out toward the pinky side of that right foot. You're pressing that foot in. You've got a good tuck, and your hips are facing in this diagonal position. You may decide that the extension of the left leg isn't going to happen today, and this may need to be your warrior two position. When you're coming into your extended side angle, placing the right hand down, reaching the left arm up, this may be your extended side angle. Coming back up, floating the left hand down, reaching your right arm up, this may be your reversed warrior. Then coming back up to your warrior two, releasing down. Maybe straightening out that left leg, turning and angling the foot slightly in to where you feel the stretch on the outside of the ankle and you feel the arch lift. Maybe this can be your warrior two position today. And then reaching forward, feeling that angled stretch, pressing that forearm into the thigh, but still lifting from the shoulder. Maybe this is your extended side angle position. Using the side body to lift you back up. Floating the left hand down, reaching the right arm. Maybe this is your reversed warrior. Coming back up. Releasing down, support the leg. What we're going to do here is turn toward the right. When you turn toward the right, right now, your left butt cheek is still sitting on the chair. Use your right hand to support your body. So you can scoot the left butt cheek to where it's just hanging off and you still have that 90-degree bend in that right leg. This is your chair supported lunge. When you bring that left leg down, maybe this is where you need to be, a low lunge position. My foot is flexed. Maybe you find pressing the nail side of the toe. Noticing how you have that gentle tuck allows a little bit more stretch here. Also, if you lift the left arm up and roll the shoulder down and back, you will feel how we are connected from the top all the way down to find a deeper stretch. Breathing here. Again, finding where you find the best stretch, where your body needs to be. Taking one more nice deep breath. Either the arm is lifted or it's down by your side, and then slowly come forward. Allow yourself to scoot back so you don't fall off your chair and come around. Okay, guys, we're going to do that same series over here to the left side, going through it to feel how your body is different on your right and left side. We strive for balance, but as much as we all know, we favor one side, and that is where supported chair is so beneficial. because when we get up to standing, you can see where your body has a tendency to lean and has a tendency to favor, so you can use the chair for support. As we rotate now, we first come in to where you're angled. So we're angled here on the left side of our chair. We have that little tuck in our tail, and we focus here by opening the legs. So guys, high energy for me today. I've just had a ton of coffee, so if I'm going a million miles a minute, it's one, all the coffee I've had, and two, this is something I've realized I am so passionate about. I love chair yoga, and so I just want you guys to love it too. So here you are, hips are faced forward, you've got that tuck in your tail, you've got this open left hip pressing out on the pinky side. This may be your modification, and the arms up, roll the shoulders down and back. If you notice that with your palms facing down, you feel more pressure or tension, it's okay to rotate the palms up. See the difference, practice, and see what works for you. Wherever you're at, let's say you have your palms rotated forward, it's not going to change you bending the forearm, placing it down, and coming in to your extended side angle. Again, find where your head, where does your neck take you today? Pausing here, using the side body to lift you back up. And then lifting that left arm, coming into your reverse warrior. And coming back up. Beautiful job. Floating the arms down. Again, the next modification for this is extending the leg, turning in, feeling the outside of that ankle. You feel the stretch all the way up the outside of that calf. You feel the arch lift slightly. You still feel the opening here. Got that gentle tuck, and you're reaching out. Again, palms can be facing up if that relieves stress from the shoulders. Take a moment here. You reach and hinge the body forward, bend the forearm, place it on the thigh, but use that support to lift. You see how I'm sinking here. It causes stress in the area that we already like to hold stress, so we lift up, and then we can bring the arm over, breathing here. And then use the body coming back up. Float the right hand down, lifting the left arm up. Awesome job, guys. Coming back up. Beautiful. Support the leg and coming back to center. So that series was your warrior two, your extended side angle, and your reverse warrior. We are going to transition in just a moment to learning how to use these poses with the support of the chair. With your understanding that you know your body, so when we come up to standing, at any time if you feel that standing due to any injuries or anything that you have going on to your body does not support this, I ask that you return to the chair and do those modifications. It's very important that you listen to your body, know where you need to be. So, a couple of things about getting up out of a chair. I work a lot with my clientele about this because it's important, guys. When we think about, take a moment, when you get up, you want your glutes, you want yourself to lead up, and a lot of times the most common thing we do is we turn those knees in. We want strong foundation to lift us up. So as we're preparing to lift up and come out of our chair, that gentle tuck, squeeze the butt cheek, press the feet in. Notice that engagement here. So when you lift yourself up, paying attention that the knees stay lined up, lift yourself up out of your chair and notice how you feel. Take a moment and we're going to walk over to the side of our chair. So what I'm going to ask for you now is coming over to the side of your chair, your left hand is going to hold on to the chair. As your left hand holds on to the chair, this is your support. So take a moment here. A lot of times when we stand, And when we start to focus attention, we shift. So if you notice how my hip shifts out, and when we want to focus, what we want to focus on is bringing that hip and that glute up underneath. So what I'd like for you to do is take a moment, notice where your feet are. Notice if one leg is slightly ahead of the other. Notice if your feet are close together. Notice if you've come, if I've said hip distance. A lot of ladies bring those hips wider. Find where you're 1 to 2 fists apart. So you've got this stretch here. Take a moment and notice if you have more kind of swaying in the back. You don't want to over tuck, so if you find how I've over tucked here, how now I'm coming forward. I want you to take a moment here and just a gentle tuck. Feel the glutes engage, feel the belly to spine connection, exactly what we were doing on the chair, but now we're pressing the feet in. Both feet feel an equal pressure. All I'd like for you to do is now press your right foot into the mat or into your floor. Notice how that outside begins to engage. Notice how now you feel a light pressure on that left foot. Now all I ask for you to do is just bend the left knee and the toe comes to the mat. Now you're squeezing that right butt cheek to avoid yourself shifting out. You're lifting and squeezing that butt cheek. Your core is engaged. You've got the support of the chair and you're balancing here. You have the big toe resting. Maybe you can just lift. Notice what happens. That glute needs to squeeze a little bit more. You feel the core and then just tap it down. Maybe doing that 2 more times and tap it down. 1 more time and tap it down. Now, feel how it feels with the big toe on the mat. Just open the hip a little bit. So you're opening the left knee toward the chair without shifting that right hip out. Squeeze that butt cheek and then bring it back. Open and bring it back. And open and bring it back. The next time you open, again, keeping that nice solid foundation, squeezing that glute, feel the core engage. You're not shifting, maybe focusing on maybe light fingertips as I'm falling around. See if the calf muscle, see if the arch in the foot can touch the calf muscle. Now you're here, now that leg, you're strictly standing on the right foot. Feel how everything is shaking, but you've got the support of the chair. You're supporting the chair. Let it be a light support. You're here, you're standing, you're squeezing that glute. You're in your tree pose. You're breathing. And release the leg and shake the hips out. And then slowly walk over to the other side. We're going to try the other side. So we wonder, why do we balance first? Because think about all those muscles you used. So we want to really feel that connection as we begin to balance first, because when we start doing some of our other postures, if I tire out that area and then try to get you to balance, we're going to naturally go into that kind of swaying hip position or here. But if we can get that solid foundation, when we build up and move into other postures, we're like, hey, this is what I need to feel. So here we are on the other side. So now your right hand is holding and maybe you're rocking to feel just a little bit of difference. Get that adjustment. Notice how the back feels. Do that little tuck. Breathe, guys, and relax. Now, we've got the support of the chair. So when I ask for you to press the left foot in and you feel the glute engage, you will feel as though you're hinging a bit because you're bringing yourself up. So when you squeeze that glute, it automatically allows that right foot to kind of almost hover without any effort. Then you're going to just bend the knee and the toe is going to tap. Feel the core begin to engage to help support the lower back. Pressing into the chair as much as you need, or maybe beginning to find light support, knowing where your body needs to be. Bringing the knee back up and down. It may be gentle taps, and seeing what's happening over here to that left side, making sure that you're squeezing that glute and you're feeling the core. And then resting. The toe is resting. You've got that strong foundation. We're going to open the hip out and bring it back. Open and bring it back. Open and bring it back. As you open that hip, see where you're at. Are you shaking? Is that left leg just going crazy? If you can keep that stability, you can bring the leg closer, and maybe the arch fits with that calf muscle and you're lifting up nice and tall. This is what we're not seeing. We're pressing and lifting, feeling nice and tall. Feel the core. Feel that engagement. Breathing here. And release. Shake it out. Great job, guys. Okay, so if you have your chair, we're going to work a little bit, and how you're going to see me is I'm going to show you, this is the first part, but I want to show you without my chair so you guys can see my hips, because when I'm standing here, you're not going to be able to see. I am going to replace my chair, but I just want you guys to be able to see the movements that you're going to be making. So you will always hold on to your chair. So while I'm here, and while you're here, you're holding onto your chair, and you're going to take a little bit wider stance. Your feet are facing forward. You stay here. I'm going to remove my chair just to show you the movements that we're going to do. Then I'm going to replace my chair. So if you notice here, my feet are wide. They're facing forward. I've got that little tuck. My shoulders are strong. You are holding on to your chair. Remember when we were seated. Take your left foot. You're going to turn it slightly in. When you do, you're going to press out on the outside. You feel the arch lift, and you're going to feel the same stretch that you did when you were sitting in the chair. Taking your right foot, we rotate. When we rotate, we feel that heel to heel or heel to arch alignment depending on how your body is. Your hips, if you notice, are still facing slightly forward. Depending on how tight you are, you may have a slight bit of adjustment. Now, you're still holding onto your chair. The movement that we're going to work on here while holding onto the chair is bending that knee, that right knee at 90 degrees. What you want to notice is right now, when I bent that knee, it stays lined up with the ankle. What moved? This moved. A lot of times we move and everything shifts forward. We will be doing movements that our body shifts forward and backwards, but right now we're focusing on that strong warrior two position. So when you're coming down, again, you're holding the chair. The core is engaged. The shoulders are lining up with the hips. You've got that strong foundation. So then when we're working, and I have you hold the chair, reaching back, this is our reversed warrior. Strong foundation. Coming back, holding the chair, reaching forward, your extended side angle. Coming back up, and then straightening the leg. So we're going to try that. If you've worked along and tried with me by holding your chair now, that's perfectly fine. If you're waiting to play around with it, it's perfectly fine. Okay, so guys, you know what's going to be happening here. Our feet are faced forward right now. If you are already in that warrior two stance, it's okay. Just maybe take a little bit of a break here. Nice and strong. Focus on that left leg first. A slight rotation in, pressing in, feel the arch lift. feeling the strong foundation. So you're pressing both feet in. You're going to rotate that right foot. Now, when you do that, remember, strong foundation. When you're bending the knee, you want to make sure the knee lines up with the ankle. You're pressing out on the pinky side, that the knee is not turning inward. Holding onto the chair, we're going to do a little bit of movement, kind of like how we did seated in the chair. Take an inhale, exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the knee. I'm holding onto the chair with both hands. Maybe extend that right hand. So the next time you bend it, maybe you see the hand extends from the shoulder, and that if you look down, the arm and the thigh line up. And we straighten. And we bend. We bend and we hold. We have nice foundation here. And we look over those extended right fingers. Breathing here. Take nice deep breaths, guys. Take a break if you need to. Please listen to your body. Rotate those right palms. Keep a strong bend in that knee. Reaching up and back. Here we come into our reverse warrior position here, guys. You can look down, straight ahead, or up, knowing where your head and body needs to be. You may have vertigo. You may find that you need to focus on something center. Maybe looking down or looking up causes dizziness. Breathing here. I know that thigh is burning. We're going to take a moment and straighten the leg when we come back up. Okay. Breathe, take a break. So guys, when you bend this leg again, we're going to work on that extended side angle. So when you're ready, we bend the knee again. You're going to shift forward, keep the knee bent, bring the body back. Shift forward, bring the body back. The next time you shift forward, bend the forearm. Place the forearm down. Now notice what this shoulder is doing. You've got the support of the chair, so you can open and feel the heart open. You can feel this opening here. Breathe. Take a couple of deep breaths. Again, I know that thigh is on fire. And first, before you straighten that leg, lift back up and straighten that leg. Turn the foot forward. Woo! Shake it out. Okay. A lot of fun, guys. A lot of fun. So you're probably feeling some heat. You're probably feeling like, oh, I gotta breathe. So the most important thing is your breathing. So we're taking a short break. I'm rocking back and forth. My feet are facing forward. Find that stability. So we've got that stability, got that little tuck, shoulders line up with the hips, got the feet facing forward. We're holding on to our chair. Take your right leg, turn it slightly in. Feel the lift in the arch. Feel that stretch on the ankle. Get that strength and the strength in that ankle. Feel that stability. That'll also help you in the future with balance poses too. Rotate that left foot as we do. We feel that hip. We've got ourselves solid. We're grounded. Depending on your body mechanics, you've got a heel to heel or heel to arch alignment when you're looking, so you don't have your leg out in here, way up here, or way back here. You've got a more alignment with your feet. You've got a solid foundation. When we're ready, we're going to work on bending that knee. See how it feels. See how it tracks. Pressing out closer to the pinky side. So we bend, getting ourselves our tracking, and straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Then exhale, bend, and we hold here. Okay, guys, we're holding. Things feel good. Rotate and reach. Feel that side stretch. Reverse warrior. We're here. Breathing. Smiling. straighten the leg. Beautiful, beautiful job. Breathing here. Stay solid in both feet. Okay, we're ready, guys. We bend the knee. We reach the arm out, roll the shoulder down. We're looking over those fingertips for that warrior two. We're gonna work on that extended side angle. So we shift forward. Then we pull back without bending in that knee, without releasing in that knee. Shift, because what we want to do is this. You saw how that leg, that knee straightened? So you want to shift, keep a strong foundation, and pull yourself back. Then we're gonna shift, bend the forearm, come down. Remember, you've got the chair so you can open up. Find where the head needs to be. Breathing here. Find that strong foundation. Don't let it go. Breathe. Keeping the knee bent. Lifting back up and straighten the leg. Bring it forward. Okay, guys, bring the legs together. March it out. Beautiful job, guys. Okay, so we're going to work a little bit on adding another pose that incorporates our hips facing forward. That pose is triangle pose. This way, the leg is going to stay straight this time as we shift the hips. So when you bring the legs wide again, so we bring the legs wide, our feet are facing forward. Again, the same placement that we did for our warrior two, our extended side angle, and our reverse warrior. You tuck, soften, turn the foot slightly in, pressing out, rotate. Now, you're not going to bend the knee. I'm going to move my chair again just for an example. So we're here. What I'm going to have you do, imagine your hands are super full. You cannot open anything. You need to shut the car door with this hip. You're going to stay lined up and you're going to shut the car door and then you're going to pull back. You're going to shut the car door and pull back and shut the car door and pull back. When you shut the car door, you notice how this is triangle. You have that nice sharp lines. You're holding on to your chair. Maybe that hand comes down and you start sliding a little bit. But notice if this shoulder begins to rotate toward the chair, you're going to have that pull. We want to, again, keep the heart up and open. And then we use those belly muscles to bring ourselves back up. You're going to feel this inner thigh. So, again, if you were joining me playing around with that, it just means you get a little bit more fun. So I'm holding on to my chair, guys. First thing that we're going to do is work on shutting that car door. So we shut the car door, pull it back up, rotate, pull it back up. One more time, and then we hold here. Take and extend that right arm. Notice if this shoulder wants to roll forward, you've got the support of the chair to keep those shoulders into alignment, then just let the hand fall where it may without rotating the body forward, keeping the heart up. Turn the head wherever it needs to be, maybe looking down at the big toe. If you were in a real triangle, this is a real triangle pose, but if you were extending the arm up, you may be looking up at the thumb. But keeping the support of the chair, taking one more nice deep breath, and then sending yourself back up, rotating the right foot forward, finding that stability. Okay, guys, I don't know about you, but I am hot. I've worked up a sweat today. Let's do the other side and then we'll grab some water before we transition into another series. And I'll also see how much time we have because I have a tendency to talk and run out of time. I swear an hour is never enough. So when you're ready, guys, you're up nice and tall. You've got that solid foundation. Okay, take the right foot, turn it slightly in, pressing out on that outside, feeling the outside of the ankle, feel the arch lifting, solid foundation before rotating. You've got that rotation. We're gonna first practice on shutting the car door. So we're shifting, and you may feel one inner thigh is acting a little bit tighter than the other. It's okay, just practice that shifting. Breathing here, enjoying that movement. And then let's play around with it a little bit more by extending that left arm, shift, reach a little bit, and then come back up. Shift, reach, and come back up. Shift and reach now. Place the hand wherever it falls. So if you notice, mine comes to the inner thigh. It's okay, or the upper thigh. Then I can play around to see where this hip is going to let me go without rolling forward. You want to keep that opening, those nice lines. Imagine you are becoming a triangle. So triangles have those nice straight pointed lines. Breathing here, find stability. And then come back up. Beautiful job. Leg comes forward. Now let's walk it out. Grab some water, because I know we have done a lot so far. Okay. We have done a ton. So, what I'm going to have us do is we're keeping today as a primary open hip practice. There are other poses that we could do with a more closed hip practice, but we're going to work a little bit on two different ways now that we can stretch. We are going to do those lunges that we did on, and those are closed hip positions, but we are going to do those lunges because we did them on the chair, and we're going to do them two different ways. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I want you now to turn your chair right now. We're going to take this into two different levels, okay? We're going to start with this level, and when I go to the other level, you can stay here if you need to. You are holding on. I have a high chair. So as I'm holding on to my chair, and I'm going to tuck my tail, and I'm holding here, what I'm going to ask you to do first is take your right foot forward. Begin to walk the leg back. Now you want the heel to come off, and you want to work on bending the knee, squaring the hips forward, and welcome to your lunge. You're in that lunge position here. Your toes are pressing in, and if you want to add to this, you can straighten that left arm, and that's going to add to your lunge. Breathing here. And then relaxing down. Squeezing that butt cheek, tucking that tail gently, being nice, solid foundation. Feeling the hip flexor here, feeling that quadricep stretch, but feeling the strength in this quad. Pressing in. If you have a tight calf, tight ankle, you will definitely feel it here. Finding foundation, and then slowly straighten the leg. Find the support. Step back up and wiggle out. Now, bringing left foot forward, step it out, and then bend the knee. The knee is at that 90 degrees. You want to get that strong foundation. I have more lordosis curve, that curve in my lower back, so I like to come here. So I have to make a conscious effort to get that nice foundation to make sure I get that stretch and those hip flexors. Again, you can lift the arm up, pressing back, trying to straighten that leg as much. Again, you can bend here also. I find this a little bit more challenging than this. Pausing. And smiling. And bringing the hand down, support, and step forward. Okay. What I'd like for you to do is hold on to the chair, begin to walk back. Right now, if you see, my shoulders are rolling forward, okay? So my shoulders are rolling forward, and I'm not too worried about that right now. What I'm worried about right now is getting, and your knees can be bent, is getting a nice solid kind of half fold here. Notice when I bend my knee, tuck my tail gently, I'm holding onto my chair, then my head relaxes, then pull the shoulders away from the ears. Remember when we were sitting in the chair and I said set the mid-back muscles? So you're pulling and setting those mid-back muscles and feeling this stretch. Breathing here, holding here, taking a couple of more nice deep breaths, then engaging the core and lifting yourself back up and stepping. Beautiful job. Now, how I mentioned the next level. The next level, we flip the chair around. Understand if you know, one, if you have high blood pressure, and flipping the chair around is going to bring your heart further down. So, if you need to stay here, please stay here. We are going to do the exact same series, except using the chair with the seat facing forward. With that being said, if you notice here, as I prepare for that, I want you to find an L with your index finger and your thumb. I need to bend those knees. Find that position we were just in. Find an L with the index finger and thumb and wrap my arms around, wrap my hands around the chair and roll the shoulders down and back. I step the right foot forward and the left foot back. I'm in this deeper lunge here. I'm stabilizing here. Again, you get the same workout. This just gets you a little bit deeper. So if you find being here, either one, there's too much pressure on the wrists, or you feel as though you're bringing the heart lower, come back to the back side of the chair, taking a couple of nice deep breaths. Using the stability here, we step forward, and then we step the opposite leg back. Breathing here. Beautiful job, guys. You guys are doing great. I know you're doing a terrific job. And with as humid as it is today, we're getting a bit of a workout. We're breathing. We're seeing how now we have so many chairs at home that we can just do this workout whenever. Just break it out and do it and have a blast. Okay, guys, coming back. Now, we're here. I'm close to the chair. I've got that L shape. Begin to walk the legs back. Now, remember pulling the shoulders away. So pull the shoulders away from the ears. So if you're here, you've got all that energy trapped. So your feet are pressed in. Bend the knees if your hamstrings are tight. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Look at the toes. Maybe it'll feel good to begin to straighten the legs. Maybe straighten one leg and then kind of pedal. You're going to feel the hamstrings really, really stretch out. Feel that belly to thigh connection. Breathing here. Take a couple of nice deep breaths again. Honor your body. Breathe. Look up at the chair this time and slowly, you're pulling the shoulders away from the ears, soft bend in the knees, walking back. Now, notice how my legs are straight, my hands are pressed in, navel to spine connection. You can have a soft bend in the knees if you need to. You can also place your hands on the back of the chair. If you realize this is kind of like a chair position, squeeze the glutes underneath and lift yourself up. Beautiful, beautiful job. Bringing yourself back to your chair in the regular position. Okay. Standing behind your chair for support. Feet are again 2 fists, 1 to 2 fists apart. Take your right hand, reach it up, set the shoulder, and hinge over. Coming back up and support. Reaching up, set, and hinge over, and coming back for support. Take your right arm out in front of you, roll the shoulder down, bring it out to the teeth. Begin to rotate in the thoracic spine, squeezing your left butt cheek, opening up, coming back to center. Float the hand down. Extend your left arm out. First, open it up. Rotate, squeeze your right butt cheek. And coming back to center. Beautiful job. If you feel the support that you can, let go of your hands from the chair. Just stand. Inhale, reach the arms up and circle them back. If you need the support of the chair, doing this one more time just with one arm, circling, and then switching with the other arm and circling. Take a moment here, take a nice deep breath, and bring yourself back to your chair. So as we come back to our chair, we take a nice deep breath. We're sitting here on our chair. We find ourselves back to the beginning. Gently tuck, soften, roll the shoulders back, and release them down. Lift the right arm up, bring it over, smile, and float it down. Lift the left arm up, bring it over, smile, and float it down. Reach the arms up, interlace the hands and look up. Bring the hands behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then round the back and press it out. Bring your hands back to heart center. Take a moment here, lifting up that right leg. Find 3 little circles, 1, 2, and 3. 3 circles in the other direction, 1, 2, and 3. Let's cross that leg over one more time. Maybe you get a little bit deeper here in the stretch. Just bringing awareness to where you were in the beginning of your practice to where you are in the end of the practice. Never judging yourself, always honoring where your body is, breathing in and breathing out. Take a moment here, lifting up, bring the leg back down. Again, lifting now the other side. 3 circles in one direction. And then 3 circles in the other direction. And then lift and cross. And again, folding forward. Always protecting the knee. So any pressure is always on the inner thigh. Protecting the knee and flexing the foot. Breathing here. And smiling, guys. Know that we had a lot of fun today. Well, I don't know about you guys. I had a lot of fun today. I hope you guys had a lot of fun, because that's all about with exercise, community, group, getting together and having a good time and getting benefits for the body, the mind, the soul. It's just amazing when we get together as a community and we nourish ourselves and we take care of ourselves. Coming back up, let's take 3 more nice deep breaths. Inhale, reach the arms up, circle around. Inhale, reach the arms up, circle around. One more time. Inhale, reach the arms up and circle around. So you have worked hard. You deserve to be where you want to be here. If you want to come down to the floor, if it's in your practice, I'm going to show you a way that you can be in Shavasana using the chair. If you know that getting back up from the floor is going to be challenging, what I ask you to do is find one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, just releasing back, closing your eyes, and finding this as your Shavasana. If your body allows you to, Again, listening. The support of the chair. You can bring yourself down, coming down to the floor, allowing one leg to come up, the other leg, and coming down to the floor. You can place one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. Understanding that where you choose to be, you're honoring your body, you're honoring your mind. You know where you need to be. Finding yourself pausing and enjoying, laying here, taking a couple of deep breaths, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Laying here, enjoying, connecting with your mind, your body, and your breath. Today, our meditation from the Living the Mindful Way is stability. I breathe in the mountain. I breathe out silence. I am rock solid. At times, your emotions may make you feel vulnerable and overwhelm you. When you become the mountain, you are more powerful and steady than your emotions. Be stable, be strong. Breathe in, see yourself as a mountain. Breathing out, know that you are solid. When you are silent and mindful, you connect to your inner core. Take these last moments, guys. Connect with your inner self. See how stable you are, but always know that there is external support, be it in friends, family, when it comes to your yoga practice, a block, a bolster, a strap, and even a chair. Take this time as you're here, you're home. You don't have to leave a studio. So what I ask of you at this time, stay as long as you like in this relaxed Shavasana. This is the best part of our practice. We worked hard. It is time to reward ourselves. So as I leave you this morning, I tell you that I send love to each and every one of you guys, a virtual hug. One day, hopefully I'll see you in person and we can practice in a lovely community setting. As I bring my hands to heart center, thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.